Hello. I'm back with another video. I'm still new to YouTube, I'm not gonna lie. And I like to think that I am not a normal person. I am not normal at all. Like, I always get comments in real life saying you're not normal. And I want to express that on my channel. But I'm still getting the hang of it, life be life. And so, I don't know why. I feel like God led me to make it sounds so, mediocre to say that God led me to making a channel. Like, I put it off for so long, but here we are. So I know most of my videos are like dark and the lighting suck, but it's always like at nighttime. Is it just me? Like, it's mostly at nighttime you get all your ideas and all that good jazz and stuff. But I'm liking this. This is pretty cool. It's giving, back in the days when we were younger, we were jits. We were like so pumped up to be in that car, like just having a car conversation. I really, truly, honestly miss those days. And lately, it's just, even though it's been like the holidays, it just feels different. Like, the older I get, and I'm realizing that I don't have a lot of people in my corner. I don't know if it's because of my doing, or is it because I missed a few things. It just got dark for no reason. Oh, there we go. I like this. Okay, let's go with this one. Yeah, I don't know if it's my doing. It's just different when you start walking. When you get closer to God, the less people you have in your corner. You could be the same person, you just don't take certain things anymore. Like, you won't smoke or drink, and all of a sudden people don't want to be around you. And I'm just like, dang, y'all really don't want to see me doing great in life, because all that stuff slows you down. And I'm just happy that I got away from that, and I feel closer to the Lord. Like, it's just, I don't know, it sounds crazy to people that God communicates with us, but God communicates with us. It's just so insane, like, and it's just so unfortunate. I be wanting everybody to know and to experience this, but it's like, the first step is you have to be accepted. You have to accept the possibility that God actually communicates with us in subtle things. And it's just it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing. Like, and I just feel like that's one of the reasons why it sounds so egotistic to say this, but I feel like it's one of the reasons why I could be alone. Like, I be wanting a relationship. I be wanting friendships. I promise you I do. But it's like, it's only a certain, I don't know. It lasts only for a while. I crave deep, intimate relationships that has value. I love people. But it seems like nowadays, people just, just seeing what they could get out of somebody. I feel like a lot of people don't cherish relationships as we should. Maybe it's just where I'm located, but I just feel like we should definitely appreciate relationships, because, bro, what are you gonna do? Talk to a porcupine? The dogs can only take so much, and they don't even communicate back. Like, let's say you want advice from a friend, a trusted friend, and you put that dog in that place of a friend. You're not going to get a response. You're not going to, get verbal support. But I'm gonna be honest. That's crazy. As I'm talking about a dog, I kid you not, a random fur landed on my thigh. It was not there before. That is so crazy. Insane. But I'm gonna be honest, like, whenever I have a problem, I take it to the Lord, and I always get a response. It may not be right away, but I get a response, and it's just amazing. And the most amazing part about it, I could be thinking about something. I could, like, not even say it out loud. I could be thinking about it, and God answers my prayers. Like, I don't know. A lot of people, and it's so sad, and I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because, I'm not a perfect person, but a lot of people do not believe that is real life. So it's just so sad. But I literally could be thinking about something. Something could be heavy on my chest, and I just ask God to help me and deliver me out of it. And He does just that. I think it's deeper than just knowing that God exists and we didn't come from the Big Bang Theory. It's not, I take that back. I don't think, I know. It is bigger than the Big Bang Theory. People think, okay, it's God. Yeah, we have, but I don't know. I feel like people don't realize how real God is. Like, all this year, I realized I kept learning how real God was, and I'm just that person that just be so in shock, like, God, how? I know when I make it to heaven, when I'm professing it, when I meet the Lord, when I meet my Maker, the question is not gonna stop, because I just don't understand. Like, in our brains are so tiny, we'll never be able to understand. But I don't know. You guys are my only, those who watch me and find me entertaining. This is what I do it for. And I need some funds because I have a dog that I've had for years, and he's not in the best shape right now. So this is my job as of right now. Gotta make it happen. I don't know, something just gotta happen. But I don't know why I started posting on YouTube. At first, I was just a little discouraged, and I wanted to take you guys on my journey. But I'm not gonna lie. I should have been recording since day one. It's just so much happens in my life. I don't want to bore people with the troubles of my life. But I also want to show people how I deal with the problems in my life. Because I feel like problems are always going to come. And I tell people this all the time. We're going to always have problems. People be like, I'm stressed. I'm like, oh, well, you're going to always be stressed. There's always something to be stressed about. There's always something to be depressed about. And that's just the way it is. Like, just life. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, And that's why a lot of people, they just... My favorite parable is the parable of the sower, right? It talks about how the seed that fell on soil is the one that brought fruits versus the ones that fell on the rock. And, it just shows that a lot of people do want to try out this walk with God. But it's hard. You lose friends, you lose yourself. It's a lot. It is absolutely a lot. And it's unfortunate because I just feel like I feel like everybody should just be happy. But what does happiness look for everyone, you know? Everyone's definition of happiness is different. But I feel like a lot of people do start off wanting to follow God, wanting to have a relationship with God, and they realize like, oh, this too much. But I always use this example. Because I feel like, I know I keep saying I feel like. My bad. Sorry. Okay, but for real, on a serious note, like, I feel like, sorry, it's got to. In a relationship, and it's hence why a lot of relationships don't turn out, you know, the best. In a relationship, you communicate with the person. You don't communicate with the person 4 times a month. There's this, like, I'm calling those people out who, like, I'm not saying church. Y'all know my take on how church is right now. But let's take that example. People that be like, oh yeah, I know God, I love God, I pray to God, da, da, da. They really just do it when they in that house, that congregation, in the church, right? So how many times a month do you go to church? You literally only go to church like 4 or 5 times a month. Like, even if you're a regular person and you go to church on Sundays. Yeah, I go to church on Sundays. You're only going to church 4 to 5 times a month. So if you're not working on your relationship with God throughout the week, throughout your day, there's no relationship right there. So, for example, let's say you just started dating someone. The first 4 months, y'all constantly on the phone, constantly talking to each other, right? That's building your relationship. Now, let's say you guys have been together for years and y'all getting real comfortable. Some people getting real comfortable. You only talk to your spouse probably once, and when you see them, and you go to work, you guys do your thing, go to work. You don't check up on that person. You don't communicate with that person. You don't ask that person how they're doing. You don't spend time with that person. Slowly, that relationship is going to disintegrate. And us human beings, we are social beings. We need one another. Despite how we may act, despite them trying to create robots, okay, we need one another. So, same example. The relationship between the two, it starts to slowly disintegrate. And slowly, if y'all going to work every day, right? There's a coworker that you're closer to than your own spouse. What do you think is going to happen? If you guys, like, we're being, like, not gonna lie, let's be honest, God did his big one with people. There's some attractive people out there, right? So it's not a sin to believe that somebody is attractive, but it's a certain limit, you know? But slowly you start to be attracted to somebody else. And before you know it, you're no longer interested in your relationship. You're no longer interested in your spouse. So what happens is you go seek another person. If we put that example, use that example as our relationship with the Lord, our Creator, we don't work on our relationship daily with him, somebody else is going to take that spot. And slowly you're going to forget your Creator. What I love about God is God literally made us in his image. And if you are made in the image of God, he even said it. If you are made in the image of God, think about it. You look like him, you talk like him, you walk like him. So whatever you put your mind, and when God was creating something, he said something first, and then he did it. So when we speak with authority. Whatever we want, we do. You know, it's because we're made in the image of God. So working on a relationship with God each and every day is super important, despite people feeling like, oh my God, Jesus crazy, oh my God, da, da, da. People are going to do that. And I would never understand that. Like, when I started walking with the Lord, when I got more serious with God, bro, people started looking at me like I was crazy. I had so many people around me. So many people always wanted to be around me. But now, less and less people are, wanting to be around me. It's not like I changed. I just changed what I've done. I've always been a genuine person. I've always been a real person. And what I used to do was I used to curse. I used to smoke. I used to drink. I used to be listening to all these rappers, and I no longer did that, but more people were getting away from me. So I'm just trusting that God has a better relationships with me, for me, because I seen a post today that said God don't just remove things because he's stripping away from, he's going to restore it. So if you've lost anything on this walk with the Lord, God sees you. God sees me, because every time I lose something, God restores it better. And I'm just so grateful, because I may not see it now. I just know it's coming, and I'm excited for it. And the enemy could come in any type of form and shapes, okay? Like, lately I just been thinking about my past, but I feel like, it's done for, it's just out of loneliness. And it's not something that I want, but when you don't have a lot of people in your corner, the enemy plays in your mind, bro. That's why it's so important to seek God daily. And I promise you, everything's going to be okay. Because after this, like, once I go and read my Bible, I just know he has some motivation for me that I'm ready to receive. But this video was rambling on. I've been told that I have a scatterbrain. I just say what's on my mind. I literally just say what's on my mind. And I just be all over the place, And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, I'm sorry. But you should know this by now. Stick around. You'll see. I'm just a little cuckoo. Just a little bit. But thank you. I appreciate all of my subscribers. I just started posting videos, and slowly you guys are subscribing to my channel. So I really appreciate that, because even if it's just like not even 20 people, I'm talking to somebody, and we're not going to be here forever, so I might as well just no longer hold back. Whatever I have to give, I'm going to give my all. So I appreciate you guys for watching my videos and dealing with my shenanigans and subscribing me and supporting me. I really do appreciate it. I literally do appreciate it. So thank you again. I'm just tired of consuming. I just want to put stuff out there. So yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for joining this car convo with me. We didn't have any substances, which is good. We're winning. Okay. This is the only substance we need, really, boo. So, thank you. I appreciate you once more. I hope you have a wonderful, a blessed, prosperous day. And continue to be amazing. You may not realize it, but you make a difference in this world. Like, you have the capability to make a difference in this world. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here. Okay? So do something great today, like giving me a thumbs up. Bye. Love you. Peace.